What's up, guys? It's Protoss here. Um, Back with our semifinals. We have Auron versus Owl Feathers. Owl on Alpha, starting off with Supremes, and Auron with Demis and also Supremes. Owl saying GLHF and making making an HPD brawler. Him really liking that. It's having a fairly good matchup against these Demis. Auron going for his plasma against it. A very strong choice against the heavy point defense. Oh, with a lot of preems in a carrier. Um, Semi finals. I don't know anymore. I don't want to explain it in chat to everybody. I have a sheet in front of me that has the bracket on it. Um, losing a lot of value up here against Auron's fleet. Those demis being super hard to just knock off the board. Gonna chase down this preem. Could overextend to do it though. Doesn't get it. Saying that's game. Um, the preems, as we can see there, being a super risky investment, and Auron just scooping up map control in the bottom. This is actually a very fair map. One where fighters are super strong, but having that defensive line out here can still carry a few points. Owl Feather scoops it up. Auron is up 1-0 right now. Let's go second match. Game 2. We have Owl and Auron again. I don't know why we announced that, but I did. Owl starting again with the HPD and Auron again with a demi opener. A strong choice. Auron really liking that plasma. It's proving super strong here with high DPS and pretty good range. It's a great choice against Owl's um, against Owl's HPD. Owl also with some demis, but probably not looking to engage super hard here, as Auron will have that defender's advantage and ships being able to spawn closer. Auron though, not really knowing to be in player to cheese people out like that, um, and wait for them to be aggressive so we can take advantage of that. Owl, it looks like this HPD could be in a bad spot though if it stays out there. It could get dived and die pretty easily. Owl, on the bottom of the map, with just more demis than Auron has. Auron though, using that plasma to push back Owl's HPD as it just outbrawls it, and if he goes for a straight engage, it's not going to be great. Owl hopping on this point though. They're still both 4 and 4 points. Nobody's taking a discernible lead or has been put into a noticeable disadvantage. Owl went with some phase brawlers. An interesting choice, certainly not a bad one here, as those phase brawlers will probably be able to make value against something, and they're very good against this energy dump style. HP spam in general is just good against energy dump. Auron though, with a phase of his own, now lots and lots and lots of demis. Is that all his money spent on demis? Catching Auron out of position, not everything is got brought up yet. That's going to be one chip killed for Owl. Gets it. His phase survives. The HPD having a good fight against this guy here kills him. The phase doing work against this against the plasma. The demis from Auron though pushing Owl back. No, not taking advantage of the good position that he's in. He needs to get everything. Auron scoops it up, realizing that he's at a disadvantage. And there we go. We have it 1-1. And we're going to go into game 3. This has been an exciting series so far. I'm interested to see what both our players do in this game. This, a very defensive map, something that Auron likes where he can poke in the middle with those plasmas. Owl might look to get aggressive here, or might hold back on that foot and just go phase. It's an interesting choice. Owl definitely playing more of a toolboxy feat than Auron does though, so we will probably see him wait for Auron to spawn his ships first. Owl using those preems to get aggressive and try and sit on points. He could go try and snatch up some if they go try and kill his fighters. We see a pretty classic move here, where Auron moves to defend his points and then gets snatched up by fighters as he spreads the demis too thin. So we see even though Owl is down on fighters, he's capable of being aggressive with that maneuverability. We see an energy dump. We see an energy dump heavy beam. Auron looking just to secure those points of his and pick up any fighters that he can from Owl. Oh, has about $600 of stuff that he can make to equal what Auron has, which is entirely doable. Those preems, though, super expensive, and if he overcommits or loses any of them, this could turn into a very scary scenario very fast. Oh, looking to put on pressure to these points. I don't think he really can with the ships that Auron has out right now. We see one hiding underneath the debris, sneaky, but totally fine. You can still see it. The Auron with some energy dump plasma, a strong choice, but an interesting one on this map with the big no man's land. You see the game stagnating, and Owl just choosing to bank money as he won't need to spawn anything. Owl, his choice that he does spawn. One of the things that he likes is these large artillery ships. Auron though, his response is going to be to get aggressive here. That's what you need to do against these. If you turn around and run and get on the defensive, they're just going to kill you. Owl, another carrier and more preems. I'm not sure if the second carrier was the right choice here, but the preems certainly can help. They're one of the few ships capable of bursting down some of these E-Temp strategies, and they can definitely snipe off the carriers if they're out of position. For our third game though, we are seeing a longer one, and that is a little bit nice. The HPD is going to be great. It's kind of like a big old flak against this mass demi strategy that we see from Auron. Both of these players though, typically being a fan of mass demis. Owl not going it for this game, and it could cost him it. Owl, who's going to get a snipe on the carrier here, and he's going to go over to here, get the E-dump. He gets the E-dump. That's huge. One of these artilleries almost dead. And we'll see both players very even on value. I think we're staying first. How it's at -12. We can see there the value of the preems from Owl, just being able to snipe a ship out of nowhere in large numbers like that. We see him just getting to move these demis up. An interesting choice. Tail flak on a plasma from Auron, not wanting to fall victim to those preems on his plasma. Owl hopping on a point down here, getting that eco lead, maybe an opportunity to snipe, doesn't want to go for it. That orb is at a very low health though, and can be easily picked up by anybody, by anything. If preems get on top of it at all, it will just die. Like you can split off 2 preems here and go for that. The artillery though is forcing these demis back and making it very hard to engage with them for Auron. Oh, looks like he made a single demi to go and take some points. Not a bad option at all. Auron though, if he makes too many demis there to take care of it, he's gonna lose his carrier. If he doesn't though, Auron being in control of those demis very nicely. You can see both players have about $800 in the bank. That's very expected from them, as they're both excellent players and aren't going to spend all their money on something that will just get countered. A fair amount of PD on these guys. We see it though from Owl, the attempted snipe, the mid-engage snipe. It happens, he gets it, but he does lose a lot of value in fighters along the way. A plasma from Owl Feathers, not a bad option here. Trying to get some money out of those carriers before they die with the flat. Um, Owl though, Miss Micros, that could be the game right there. It probably is. Auron has too much on the field. He's up about 3k. This being a very hard scenario to come back from against a very good player. Oh, making some preems. 100% worth it to stay in this game for him right now. No harm, no foul, right? Focusing down the preems of Auron, not a bad choice at all. This uh, this plasma down here, if it gets in here and snipes things though, it could be huge. 1, 2. Neither of those will hit. Auron is getting some hits off from his. This guy's one hit away right now. We see a fighter split off. We could see some pressure applied at this point maybe, but a carrier from Owl, the obvious next step since he made preems. You do need to have that carrier with them. Unless you're just using them to rush and cheese, they typically would be carrier. You can see that Owl though, just trying to play this game of making so much value back with his kiter that Auron will struggle to recover from it and not be able to deal with the kiter. We see the preem though hurting a little bit, and these demis proving just how dominant they are against kites too, with being able to reach out with their range. This kite stops, it could get caught. If it gets caught, it dies, and that's bad. That's the game if he loses his kite. Auron just saying, I'm gonna chase it down. I have so much more money than you. It doesn't matter if my strategies are inefficient. He lets it go and stops chasing it, afraid of the $800 Owl has in the bank, and a fair thing to be afraid of indeed. Auron though, taking control of these points, and not letting Owl have them. Hello, hop back on the point. You see a beam energy dump ship from Auron. A good move against the Tesla, against the plasma. If it gets in range, it will just die. Owl, last hitch effort to save his point up there. Pretty effective. We see a big flak from Owl. Great against all these demis. Ooh, Owl loses the plasma. Auron's looking like he is. Um, Auron looking like he is ready to move in here and engage for the win. Um, so many fighters. Auron sitting on $800. He beats Owl just with what he has, even if Owl were to spend all his money. Finally loses that guy that had been sitting on 4 HP for a long, long time. And now throwing out the GG, making the best series, most entertaining of the day. And those were just good games.